This section is about collection framework. So in this video, I'll give you introduction to collection framework and the importance of collection framework. Collection framework is nothing but data structure that is very important for developing any basic useful application, not just simple program. If you are developing any application, then definitely without data structure or collection framework, you cannot develop any application. So you might have studied about data structures in your academics. So that same data structure are built-in provided by Java and they are called as collections. So instead of data structure, we call them as collections here. So I will call it as collection of data now. Collection of data. So data is the very important part of programming. We write the program so that it will process upon the data and perform computations on the data to come up with some results. So first of all, we will learn what is the source of data, right? What is the source of data? So for explaining the source of data, I have an example here. You have already seen this type of diagram in various topics. So the same diagram here. Now in this diagram, I am showing Java program here, and this is a CPU, that is processor, and this is the main memory. This entire thing is main memory. So inside the main memory, Java program is running. All right. Then Java program will be getting the data from various sources. So what are the sources? Java program may be getting the data as input from the keyboard, and from a file, data is already kept in the file in the hard disk. It is pulling the data from there, or it may be sending the data also there, and it may be getting the data from the database, that is in the tabular form, relational database or object-oriented database, or Java program may be getting data from some remote computer via network or internet. So where it is kept in a remote computer, we don't know. We are getting it from remote computer via network. So Java program may be getting the data from various places. Now one important thing, when I say data, don't imagine just simple values. Imagine list of values. List of values. Mostly that's what I said, that you cannot write a useful application. So useful application will definitely deal with list of values. So we can call it as collection of values. So let us imagine it as list of values. So it may be getting list of data from these sources. Now those values can be for anything. So for example, I have taken this list here to give you some idea. For example, a program may be getting the list of integers, list of numbers, or list of floats values, just integers or just float values. The next is, as an example, list of students. So student means not just value, his roll number, name and everything. So objects of students, it may be getting list of objects of students, like list of 100 students of a class, or 1,000 students of a college, or 10,000 students of a university, whatever it may be. So it is pulling the data about students. So whatever the list size may be. What for? It may be computing their results, or maybe searching for some student, or updating the information of a particular student or a list of students. So various operations can be done on this data, that is a list of students data. Now list of books, it may be updating the information about books or checking for a particular book. Then it may be pulling the information about the customers, that is list of customers, to send SMS or informing about a new arrival of products or giving offers to the customers. So it may be getting the information about the customers from somewhere, and then the program is giving SMS to the customers. So for any reason, program needs data, so it is pulling the data from some sources. And the data is not about one customer, it may be about a list of customers or list of products to prepare an order like a billing, or list of accounts for updating the account information or calculating the interest upon those accounts, and list of movies information, that is getting the information about the movies for showing it to the user or making bookings upon for those movies. Many things can be done. So this is the general idea I gave you. So the point that I have to stress on here is that a program performs computation on the data, and the data is not just one value, maybe a list of values, and the list of values may be coming from various sources. Now next, when the data is coming in this form, that is collection form or the list form, program has to hold the data inside the main memory. Yes, it should keep it somewhere. It may be keeping in heap because most objects are always created in heap in Java, right? So it has to keep it in the memory. That's it. So how it will keep that data in the memory, the data that is coming in, this type of data that is coming in, how it will keep it in the main memory. So that's organization, how to arrange the data. That is nothing but data structure, or that is nothing but collection. So collection deals with arranging the data inside the main memory. That data will be used by Java program. So the basic solution for storing the collection of values or the list of values is nothing but an array. Yes, we know that. An array. An array can be created, right? So we can store anything in this array. So, and let us say a reference is there. So that's why I have shown this one. So a simple Java program may be having a reference to an array. In an array, we can create the list of objects or store these objects. You can have array of students, array of books, or array of anything, array of integers. This is the basic data structure that is provided by Java compiler itself. So for example, you can simply create an array of a type integers, like in your Java program if you want. So in any main method, you can simply have an array like this for integers, right? I want a size of 10 or 20, whatever it is. So I can have an array of integers and I can store integers. If I am getting the integers from sources, I can keep them there. If suppose you want array of students, so then you can say student is a class and this is the array of object of students, then you can have an array of students also. So you can create an array of some size. I have 20, so take 20. I have 100 students information, so take 100. So this is the basic data structure that is provided. So we can take array. It means already we have a data structure in the form of an array. Is it not sufficient? No, it is not always sufficient. It is not always useful because the type of operations that we perform and the type of requirements that we have, just array is not sufficient. So we need beyond this one. So yes, Java provides various collections that are suitable depending upon the requirements and depending on the operations that you want to perform. So we will understand the different requirements and the type of operations that we perform usually on the collections. In other words, we will understand the drawbacks of an array. So we will have the solutions in the form of collections. So let us understand the operations on an array and the requirements.